Mrs. Bright's class presents.
It could be worse. Albertini and George was side by side on what was left of the ship. Albertini was filling the scourge. George, on the other hand, was playing his harmonica cheerfully. And it started to rain. "This is so unfair," said Albertini. "It could be worse," said George. And as he said it, a school of flying fish flew above their heads. Not just flying fish, but flying fish with diarrhea. "Arg," said Albertini, but George just laughed. "It could be much worse." George had barely finished his sentence when out of the sea rose 6 mermaids, singing the sort of song gets in your head and won't be for a week. "This is really bad," said Albertini. He couldn't help humming the Mermaid's Inferno tune. "It could be worse," said George, singing along. And then out of nowhere, a ghost ship full of pirates appeared. "Ah!" said Albertina. George was busy playing the mermaid song on his harmonica, but he paused to say, "It could be worse." "Maybe a ghost ship? Full of pirates? A moonlit light?" shouted Albertini. "You really look out now." Of course, George replies, "It could be worse." And of course, just then, an ark full of animals approached. An ark full of animals it hadn't eaten for 40 days. They howled and roared and licked their lips at the sight of the 2 sailors. Now Albertine was certain it could not be worse than this. Till an gigantic sea enemy pulled the 2 friends down to the bottom of the sea. "It could be worse," said George. A blue jellyfish floated around them. And then, "I think this whale is only eating tuna fish sandwiches for a month," says Albertini, holding his nose. "I love tuna," said George. "It could be much worse." The 2 friends landed on an island covered in smelly seaweed. "This stinks," said Albertini. "Plus, I am hungry." "You already know what," George said. Dip and Dyer as Namav had George dainty butts and misses. Nope. Albertini sighed sleepily. He said, "You know what, George? It really could be worse." But then George put out the fire. "Arg!" The 2 friends shouted together. "This does look bad," George admitted at last. Then Albertini managed to get the fire started again. "I can't believe it," he cried. "It's a coup." "George!" "Albertini!" "You won't believe what a night we had," shouted the captain to his 2 sailors. Oh, said Albertini with a smile. Trust me. It could have been much, much worse. And together they all sailed off toward a new day.